probably Boston, New York, and looks like it may fall slightly short of Washington, but you know, these are all estimates based on what we've heard.
The U.S. and South Korea responded almost immediately, conducting a live-fire ballistic missile exercise as a show of force. President Trump has pledged to take all necessary steps to ensure the security of the U.S. and its allies. Outgoing Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly expected to start his new job next week. In a statement on Twitter, President Trump announced that Kelly will be his new chief of staff and that Reince Priebus is out. NPR's Tamara Keith reports Priebus' tenure was a near record for brevity.
After just over 6 months on the job, Priebus told CNN he was not asked to resign. He offered on Thursday.
He obviously wanted to make a change, and I offered my resignation, and he agreed.
President Trump set up a White House with multiple competing power centers and at times vicious rivalries. Asked what advice he has for Kelly, Priebus outlined a series of challenges he himself never fully wrangled.
Keeping things organized, keeping everyone in their lane, controlling flow of information in and out of the Oval Office. Those are all challenges to a chief of staff.
Kelly officially starts on Monday. Tamara Keith, NPR News.
President Trump pledging to crack down on violent street gangs. NPR's Joel Rose reports the president touted his administration's record on gang violence and illegal immigration in a speech on Long Island.
Flanked by police in dark blue uniforms, the president praised local and federal law enforcement and went after one violent street gang in particular.
We're going to destroy the vile criminal cartel MS-13 and many other gangs. But MS-13 is particularly violent.
MS-13 is blamed for a string of gruesome murders on Long Island. Trump urged Congress to find money to hire thousands more immigration officers and to speed up deportation proceedings. But critics say the president's rhetoric and policies are scaring immigrants, who are the primary victims of MS-13, and making immigrant communities less likely to cooperate with police. Joel Rose, NPR News, New York.
During the president's speech in Suffolk County, he appeared to advocate the rough treatment of people who've been arrested. The Suffolk County Police Department responded, saying violations of its policy are treated seriously and will not be tolerated. This is NPR News. Police in the city of Austin, Texas, are pulling nearly 400 Ford Explorer SUVs from their patrol fleet because of complaints about carbon monoxide fumes inside the vehicles. Police Chief Brian Manley.
This was not a decision anyone made lightly, but it was a decision that we are confident in this moment that it is the absolute right decision based on the concerns that we have over the carbon monoxide exposure issues we've had that impact our employees' health, wellness, and safety.
The city of Austin's decision appears to be the first major city to pull their police Explorers from the borough as federal and auto safety regulators investigate complaints of fumes in more than 1 million Ford Explorers from the 2011 through 2017 model years. In a statement, Ford says it will cover the cost of repairs. The wildfires popping up in Montana as the West deals with drought conditions. Montana Public Radio's Eric Whitney reports.
The latest data indicate that most of Montana is now abnormally dry, and more than 10% of the state is experiencing exceptional drought. Joe Sampson is on a firefighting team in the town of Lincoln. He says grasses and other vegetation in previously burned areas are slowing growth on some fires, but they're rapidly drying out.
As we transition through the weeks to come and days to come, those fuels will become available to burn, so they will carry fire.
New fires are being started both by lightning and by wind carrying embers from existing fires into new areas. More than 3,000 people from across the country are now fighting Montana fires. For NPR News, I'm Eric Whitney in Missoula.
And I'm Giles Snyder in Washington.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include the Pew Charitable Trusts, presenting After the Fact, a new podcast from Pew that explores facts, numbers, and trends shaping the world. More information is available at pewtrusts.org/afterthefact.